Hello folks, Kaz here from BlockHeadUK. This is my new improved Big Bird 2, which is part of my Big Bird and Pinball Great Ball Contraption module. It's based on the Brickworld 2018 design, and I thought I'd make it nice and colourful. Let's see how it works. It should be able to take the minimum 30 balls into its hopper and not spill any or do anything like that. So let's put those in there. Something to catch the balls and give it a go. Now the pump needs to prime, and the number required will depend on the length of the neck here. So basically, as each ball is pushed in at the bottom, they come out at the top. There's a stirring mechanism inside the hopper here to agitate the balls, and means it doesn't get stuck. Oh, there we are. So that seems to be working pretty well. And in fact, if you just want to have it going backwards and forwards on itself, then doing this carefully so as not to get the column of balls to escape. There we go. And it'll keep going forever and ever then. Here's a closer look at the internal mechanism that makes the balls pump into the bottom of the neck. Stirrer agitates things, and then the pump part 1 brings the balls up to here and pushes them into the hole, where there's another piece there that pushes them up the column. See, with a few balls in the hopper. It's a really clever mechanism and much better than the one I had in the old bird, so I'm really pleased I managed to put this one together. Will the last one go in? Who knows? Let's put it together with the pinball output stage. Here we are. The output stage now catches everything from the bird's beak, comes juggling down the pinballs and then into the hopper, hopefully. Sometimes they get stuck down here. Eventually something else will knock it clear. This worked pretty well over the weekend when I went to a show, and it was very reliable, didn't need any tweaking at all. So it's a great improvement on the old bird, which was dismantled to reuse some of the bits for this one. In order to try and stop this one clogging up, I've also made some changes to the design of the input hopper, which I'll show you in greater detail in a minute. I've added some asymmetry to the guide rails here that feed the things down into the main chute, in an effort to stop things ending up as a packed sphere problem, jam-packed and not moving. Let's see if it works. Things still get stuck occasionally, but every few bumps they seem to free themselves again and feed down into the chute properly. This is a great improvement over the last version, which would constantly need poking if there were too many balls in the hopper. This one is called Buckets of Fun. Let's see it running. Since its first outing in June, I've made some changes to the pegs on the conveyors. These seem to pick up the balls much more consistently than before. One of my latest modules is this one, built from the Brickworld 2017 plans for the tipper module. Again, I've made it more colourful than the originals. Basically, these cogs turn, lift this hopper here, and that in turn pulls up the little tray and agitates the balls, and let's see what happens. This is how the mechanism works. Make sure there's somewhere for the balls to go, and then the hands pull in, and lo and behold, two at a time get pumped from one side to the next. Unfortunately, I didn't use this one at the show at the weekend because I was waiting for some parts to come from Bricklink, but it should be ready for the next time we do Great Ball Contraption. This shows you a view from above of how the mechanism works and pulls up the tray. Not much movement required to just agitate things sufficiently to mean the balls don't get packed into a solid lump. One this time is here and one's there. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel so you can see new content when it is released.